Okay, ready?
I'm ready. Alright, my name is Marshall, and I have Aspergers syndrome, and I have had it since I was born, but unfortunately, the time that I was born, which was 1995, apparently that condition was very obsolete to most people, and nobody figured out that I actually had it until I was about probably at least 5 or 6, maybe a little younger. But apparently most kids my age or so have this kind of condition, and to most kids think that, kids with Asperger's syndrome makes them look like a freak or an outcast. But really, believe it or not, in my point of view, I think it's actually like a unique way of the human mind. Because as kids with Asperger's syndrome, we all are unique in our own ways, and we think differently. Like example, you might see a little 5-year-old kid stacking up his toys in size from largest to smallest, or from smallest to largest. That's an example. Another example is you might see a kid stacking, canned foods together to make it look like a tower. I've actually seen that on a picture.
So they're like obsessive compulsive? Is that what you're saying? Where everything has to look perfect?
You could say that. That's probably it.
What's it like living with it when you're in high school?
Well, what it's like is, for me, I actually have a very high-functioning type of autism, which actually makes me kind of blend in with the crowds in school. I mean, I've told some people that I have autism, and they don't really know because I don't seem to act like it. I seem like a normal kid to most individuals over at that school, but really I do have it, but it's just very high-functioning. But there are kids nowadays where they have autism and they can't even talk at all. Like, they're so dysfunctional and disabled, and it's just pretty, I don't really even know how tough it is for their families.
So you're doing pretty good, do you think?
Huh?
You're doing pretty good.
Okay, ask me another question.
I don't know.
Yeah, autism, I mean, I really think it would be better.
Does it bother you?
Actually, it has, when I was a kid, but really, I think there's some good benefits as to having autism because, again, it's like the unique way, it's the unique way of how the human mind thinks. I mean,
You have a different way of thinking.
yeah, I mean, you could say, example, one of the guys from the movie The Hangover, he has a different way of thinking. Alan.
Yeah.
Talking about the Zach Galifianakis with that big red beard.
Lots of kids with Asperger's get obsessed over different things. You know how, you really like Pez dispensers?
Yeah.
Are you obsessed with anything right now? Well, not obsessed, but do you really like something right now?
Yeah, one thing I really like is any American Wood food.
That's good. Well, you look quite fancy.
I know, it's just a shirt.
Well, thank you for your time, Marshall.
Alright.
You can go.